With the increase of population, more residents and visitors come to Naples, Florida. As the numbers of people increases, so does the severity of environmental issues. More people means more cars, which means higher greenhouse emissions. Of course, more people means more needed construction as well.
It is difficult to wrap our brains around just how many people 2,200,039 is, at least until you see the physical representation.
This shows how many people have lived in Naples, Florida every 5 years. Naples is only 268.96 miles. Since 1990, the population has had a few drops, but it has generally increased. The lowest point was 2010, and the highest point was in 2005. The 2020 estimate is only 153 people from 2005.
I was born in Massachusetts, but I've lived in Naples for 12 years.
I was born in New York and am just visiting.
I was born in Ohio, and I'm just visiting.
10 people were interviewed on where they were born, how long they've lived here, or if they're visiting. When reviewing the data, only 2 out of the 10 people asked were born in Naples. This graph shows the amount of greenhouse gases every year. This matches up with the data from the population statistics. This graphic demonstrates the large amounts of gas emitted by vehicles in Southwest. With the area being surrounded by water, the gas is not absorbed and seemingly gone or non-existent. Although we may not be able to see these emissions, they are still there. We do not necessarily realize that they travel to other places like our plentiful canals. Emissions do get trapped in the canals. People will throw their trash outside the car window into the canals. This causes the wildlife to live in toxic and destructive environments. This graphic shows a podium that displays the top 5 largest industries in Southwest Florida. Construction ranks 4th for the largest industries in the area. Construction is able to claim this spot due to the fact that it is an industry that is constantly in motion in Southwest Florida. This is Port Royal in the 1970s, and then Port Royal today. It looks a lot more occupied. The one house in the 1970s picture can be seen in the newer picture with some additions. Aqualine Shores is another location that has drastically changed over the years. Today, it is a spot for boat owners to live due to the large water element to it. Marco Island is the most modified area out of these pictures. Compared to 1968, 2016 Marco is now packed to the brim with houses and buildings, now contrasting the once pure nature. There are so many circumstances where there will be a large patch of untouched land with flourishing trees that is all cut down. All of that bountiful life ended because we needed a new community or a shopping complex.
Our population will continue to grow in the future, leading to larger environmental consequences, but there are ways to handle our increasing population.
To lower our greenhouse emissions, we can endorse biking, walking, and carpooling. To help with our canals, various communities can help host cleanups, but construction proves a more difficult solution. While new residents need a home to live in, we can still complete development while still being environmentally aware. An example of this is Coquina Sands. Many homes occupy the area, but they also have plant life surrounding the area.
While many seek to blame other species, we need to turn the blame to our own species, the human animal.